same groove very soon and making sure that there's no room for Yarborough.
Here we go, the white flag, 1 lap to go in the Rebel 500 with Dale Earnhardt, the 1980 Grand National Champion. The man who has led for almost the entire second half of this race. His car has run extremely well all day. Cale Yarborough, a masterful performance today. No matter what happens to Cale, the car not aerodynamically sound. It is not handled 100%, and yet Cale is still right there. However, unable to pick up any ground. It is Earnhardt cruising along as they'll come out of turn number 4. One last gasp now for Cale Yarborough as he tries to go to the inside, but he cannot get him. Cale Yarborough going well down low, starting to lose it. Yarborough now getting it back in turn number 1, went down inside into the marbles. Here is Elliott coming around. He finishes in 3rd position, but it was Dale Earnhardt on his way to a victory in the Rebel 500, saluting the crowd as they salute him in turn down the back straightaway. And another look now as they come down the main straightaway, and Yarborough tries to go very low but can't do it.
He really does make an effort here. I've got to give him head back for trying. Look how he comes out the draft. He comes right across the racetrack, almost clipping the rear of Earnhardt's car there. He's onto the marbles right now. He's onto the rough stuff. This is fresh, virgin track, and look at it. It's, just 3/4 of a car length. A great effort. He, just after that, nearly lost control of his car. What a wonderful performance. My hat off to this man, though.
Dale Earnhardt winning the 1982 Rebel
for the white flag. 1 more lap to go. Dale Earnhardt is on the lead. And I don't believe that Darrell is going to catch him. Will the car hold under Dale Earnhardt? We continue to watch the battle for 3rd, also behind Dale. It is still Bobby Allison in 3rd. And I don't believe that Neil is going to be able to catch Bobby. They come off of corner number 4. There is the 3rd place, Bobby Allison. Dale Earnhardt is on the main straightaway and accepts the checkered flag and wins the Trans-South 500. Waltrip finishes 2nd, Bobby Allison 3rd, and Neil Bonnet winds up 4th. Well, fine. This long race has come to an end, and a well-deserved victory by Dale Earnhardt.
You think it was a long race for you. What about Dale Earnhardt? All the races that he's been in, and there they are congratulating each other. Waltrip and Earnhardt waving to the fans. But it's been a long time for Dale Earnhardt. His last victory came September 22nd, 1985. He's the guy that started the 11 faces, 11 races.
So we still have an 11-race streak intact, but we start all over now because Darrell, as you said, started the streak back in September of 1985 with a win at Martinsville. Dale Earnhardt led 332 of the 367 laps, just some indication of how dominant he was here this afternoon at Darlington.
And you knew finally, with as well prepared as that car has been each and every time it's been presented to a speedway, that a victory was forthcoming at any moment. He did it today, and he did it in fine fashion. And at a place that you really have got to have your act together to even hope to be victorious. He not only had his act together, he had written the book.
And aside from just a little bit of paint scraped off the body on the left side of the car, that car is completely unflawed. So
he was way down out of the groove the last time he went into turn number 3. Do you suppose by taking different lines than what he has been accustomed to all day, he's trying to slosh whatever fuel is left there? He is definitely not on the hammer as he has been up to this point, taking it very carefully. About 2/3 of a lap to go. I think it's exactly what he's doing, Larry. I think the car may even be coughing a little bit, or burping possibly, sputtering as he comes out of the corners. There Elliott is off of it. He's out of it. Now does Earnhardt have enough time to catch him? It's likely that he does. Elliott is practically coasting through 3 and 4. Here comes Dale Earnhardt, definitely at a much higher speed. Dale Earnhardt goes around the out-of-fuel Bill Elliott, and Dale Earnhardt is going to win the Trans-South 500, his 2nd win of 1987. Oh, my goodness. Can you believe it? A half a lap, about 3/4 of a mile, and Bill Elliott would have gotten the checkered flag. And look at the jubilation in the Wrangler pit. That is Kirk Shelburne, Richard Childress, Cecil Gordon, Danny Myers, and all the crew. They couldn't believe it. When they came off of the white flag, there's Earnhardt waving to the crowd. When they came off of the white flag, that crew had to figure, well, 2nd place isn't too bad today.
Absolutely.
You got to figure as they go by each other and congratulate each other for first and second. Elliott was lucky to hold on for second. All victories are sweet, but a one that happens within about 2 or 3 seconds and happens about 5 seconds from the end of a race has got to be a particularly sweet one. It's hard to pinpoint exactly where they won the race. It was another real team effort on behalf of the Childress team.
And then about an hour and 15 minutes after the red came out, the race was officially called off, and then victory lane was set up. Jerry Punch with the interview.
Well, thank you, Bob. And the 38th annual Southern 500 is history, and the man who walks in the victory lane very coolly and calmly, Dale Earnhardt, congratulations.
Thank you. You know, it was a tough race while it was going, you know, and then it rained, and we were sort of sitting around waiting for an hour or so, and I think that was tougher than racing. It really worked on us. Richard and I was sitting up there talking about it and said, boy, if it just won't rain, we'll have this thing in the bag. You know, it's the first Southern 500 we won.
Dillon has had a great run, but unfortunately, Darrell Waltrip did not have a good day. The white flag comes out, and we are on the final lap of the 1989 version of the Heinz Southern 500. Dale Earnhardt from Kannapolis, North Carolina, now has just about 1/2 lap to go before he becomes a 2-time winner of this great event. Earnhardt in the GM Goodwrench Chevrolet takes the car to the middle of the racetrack in turns number 3 and 4. He comes off of corner number 4 looking for the checkered flag. The fans are on their feet. He waves to them. The checkered flag is out, and Earnhardt wins the Southern 500. And the Richard Childress crew celebrates. There's Richard Childress on the left side of your screen. And it's a big step toward the Winston Cup.
It certainly is. The momentum means a great deal. Picked up some extra points on everybody behind him. He led the most laps, so that gave him the 5 bonus points, plus winning the race. And he's in great shape.
Let's get out to see the Trans-South 500. The crowd is going wild here at Darlington. Here comes Earnhardt off of corner number 4. And the white flag waves by Harold Kinder. 1 more lap to go for Dale Earnhardt. He keeps the advantage over Mark Martin, about 2, 2.5, maybe 3 car lengths down the backstretch. There's now just 1/2 lap to go. Mark Martin trying everything he can to pull off a victory here this afternoon, but it looks as if he's going to come up short. Here comes Dale Earnhardt down off the banking. On the main straightaway, Dale Earnhardt wins the Trans-South 500. Mark Martin finishes second, and Davey Allison finished in 3rd place.
Finished 4th, right in front of Morgan Shepherd. Good move that they came in and put the tires on the Budweiser Ford.
It's the 6th time that Dale Earnhardt has won at Darlington. It's his 41st career win. Let's get some comments from Kirk Shelby.
Now I'm 39 again.
Oh, yeah, right.
You heard that again, Mark, didn't you?
13th annual white flag for Dale Earnhardt.
And happy birthday to Joshua Goldberg, the son of our producer, who celebrates a birthday on the same day that I do. 1 year old Joshua will be on Tuesday, and Dale Earnhardt is on his final lap in the Southern 500.
He looking to through 3 and 4.
Looking to become the win this race for the 2nd consecutive year. He is in turn number 4 now. Dale Earnhardt brings the car off the banking. Here's the checkered flag, and Dale Earnhardt wins the Southern 500 for 1990. And the Richard Childress, Kirk Shelby crew celebrate on pit road as they have chalked up their 3rd Southern 500 victory. Ernie Irvin finishes 2nd.
They did that was at Michigan in the spring of 1990. Dale Earnhardt won that event. The white flag is out. 1 more lap to go for Dale Earnhardt, and he'll record his first victory since Charlotte last year.
May of Charlotte. That's a long time ago, wasn't it? Final lap. And I tell you what, he said, baby, hang on. I know he is.
because the team that is as accustomed to winning as Dale Earnhardt, Richard Childress, and all this crew, last May was a long time ago.
The 54th win of his illustrious career in Winston Cup competition. Here is Dale Earnhardt winning the Trans-South Financial 500. Mark Martin finishes in second position. Here comes Alan Kowicki and Petty, who really got down on the apron that lap, battling for position, but Kowicki got it. That's 6th and 7th.
Well, the last time we had looked at them battling, the 42 car was ahead, but he slipped into the wall and Kowicki got by him, but Kyle couldn't get that time.
John Kernan is down in Dale's pit with Andy Petrie.
We should add the first year Andy Petrie taking over as crew chief for Dale Earnhardt. The first win with Dale Earnhardt's got to feel pretty good.
Well, it's a lot of fun to win with these guys. These guys know how to win. This is great. Dale did a great job. The crew did a great job. Good. The motors, I couldn't say enough about the motors. They ran real good. Our qualifying engines have been good. Our race motors have been super. Our pit stops are excellent today, too. So, I can't say enough about the crew.
What about the weather? I mean, it didn't affect you as bad. How in tune to that were you getting the setup set this morning?
Well, I think our car reacted a little bit to the weather. I think we were better under the cloud cover than we were in the sun, and that's kind of the way it turned out to our advantage.
That's a very happy Andy Petrie is going to head to victory lane as Dale Earnhardt's crew now comes around down pit road. High fives all around for Mr. Earnhardt.
Earnhardt on his way to victory lane here at Darlington. The 8th win of his career here at the track too tough to tame. We'll talk with him in a moment.
Schrader.
White flag for Dale Earnhardt.
1 to go. Here on the main straightaway, at least, are on their feet, waving their black GM Goodrich hats and saluting the champion of the Trans-South Financial 400 for 1994. His 60th career win in NASCAR Winston Cup competition, still ranked 6th in all-time victories. Here is Dale Earnhardt taking the checkered flag and winning the Trans-South Financial 400. Cecil Gordon and the other members of the Dale Earnhardt crew celebrate, and now will be making their way to victory lane. And Dale Earnhardt salutes the fans as they salute him on the backstretch in front of the red Tyler Tower. Here's Jerry.